Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We are underway. How's that for timing? We've just made it. Wisla Krakow kicking from left to right as we look. We'll go through the team lineups very shortly. No real, if I'm honest, shocks from Marius Jop, which we weren't expecting. The only slight change. I'm just trying to get my cardboard ready so I can't see this down here because it's just slightly in front. But straight away, this were on the attack here with Ertahala, edge of the box, pulls it across. Krzyzanowski almost fortuitously working his way through. Not quite though, not quite. But once again, this were 50 seconds in, causing problems. That's what we like to see. It's a good omen. Right, that's me sorted. I've covered my animations up because they're just ever so slightly in front. Long throw comes in from Krzyzanowski. Cleared by Legnica, but Redado trying to recycle that. He's going to give away a... Referee was going to blow his whistle there, played the advantage. They would have probably had the free... preferred to have had the free kick there. But wasn't meant to be. Ertahala again. He's all over the pitch at the moment. Is the diminutive number 7 for Wisla. What a cracking atmosphere already. Broader in goal, as you can see. Oh, he's changed his purple kit. It doesn't work like that, Jimmy. Don't be superstitious. Long ball played up to Redado. Redado's appealing for a handball. Unlucky the defender there, really, but it was handball. We'll go through the team lineup. Got the party poppers at the ready. I better put my glasses on and I can see what's going on. Like a little mole. We'll start off with Legnica. They go with Vrabel in goal, decent keeper. Kozelny, Grudzinski and Stepinski. That's your back. Going with the back three again. Holding midfield is Letniovski with Drygas. On the left, they've got Kucho and Bochnak. Then we've got playing in just behind Stanslik, the centre forward, the danger man, Antonik, on that left-hand side. On the right-hand side, they've got Mayoc, or Mayoc, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Wisla go with, in goal, Broder. Right back is Lelyeveld. Centre half, Biedrzycki and Kutwa back in the squad for Grudzic. And on the left back is Krzyzanowski. Carbo and Duda in the centre of midfield. On the right, Kaziemka. On the left, Duarte. And Ertahala playing in just behind Radado. Let's hope he can get on the score sheet nice and early tonight. That stream is, it's alright, but unless it's my eyes, it seems a little bit jumpy. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. If you can share the live stream, we'll love you forever. And hopefully you tuned in to the video that we put out earlier. It's going to be a new feature, the pre-match. The pre-match video where we'll go through what we can expect. Cross comes in there, shot comes in as well. Danger early on. Agiza, he's in live chat. Hi Jimmy, relax today. After all, we're not playing Grimsby Town. Stanislik there with a good opportunity. Oh, a geezer. Some of the memes that have been going around are absolutely fantastic. People's humour, it knows no bounds. So funny. Long ball there from Broder, looking for Duarte. But, yeah, what a shocking performance. Luckily, we've got Wisla flying the flag. No Frankie at the moment. She's at a wedding. So I've literally just finished work. And I've got a little bit more to do later on, but I'll do it while I'm streaming anyway. So anyone who's trading the commodities today, woohoo, what a great day. Gold at an all-time high, silver. It's ploughing up there, pushing $40. It'll just pull back a little bit, but careful if you are trading. There's an hour on Sunday night where any daily options might expire. Worthless. We're in here. Kaziemka into the penalty area. Cuts inside. Shot comes in. Ronaldo has a shot. The keeper does well. Oh, a geezer. It's not going to be one of them days, is it? We've seen one of these before. We've seen one of these before in the semi-finals. Too early to say that. And it had no bearing on this match whatsoever, as Marius Jop pointed out. Jedrzejczyk gives a free kick away there. Turns away quickly. Has a look over his shoulder. No, referee's going to keep his card in his pocket. Unlucky this for Wisla. Lovely from Kaziemka and Ronaldo. Unlucky. But Vrabel in goal does well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wasn't meant to be. Hopefully everything's okay with the levels. I've not got Frankie here to check. If you can, the geezer, if you can give us a quick yay or nay. Hopefully the volume levels are okay. Vrabel goes long up to the halfway line. Jedrzejczyk with a simple header. Carbo working hard there, trying to win the ball back. Krzyzanowski with the header. That'll be a throw-in down that right-hand side for Legnica. Seven and a half minutes gone. Where's that gone? Agiza says, who imagined we could say about another club, well, they may be good, but they are no Wisla Krakow. Indeed, indeed, my friend. They are no Wisla Krakow. The sound is fine, thank you very much, my mate. Appreciate that. It's just sometimes when it does an update, it sends things, the levels go a little bit on the bonk, and I do try and check before every live stream, but I didn't have time for this one, so I'm just hoping that nothing had changed. Yeah, Wisla Krakow, 100% record. And I believe I saw an article where top striker in Europe so far is Ronaldo. And he's making the headlines, and that's what's worrying me till the transfer window closes. But I did a video earlier in the week. I am going to put my trust in Jaroslav Kralevski, Wisła's owner, especially with Peter Moore being there as well. For me, that'll do. Them two at the helm. Ooh, blimey, O'Reilly, governor. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Yeah, I've got a feeling them two at the helm is only a good thing for Wisla at the moment. Nice positioning from Cutworth once more. Legnica are showing us what they're capable of. This is not a shock. They're a better team than 15th in the table. Make no doubt about that. Like I said in the video earlier, playing 6 of the first 7 games away from home is it's never going to be easy. But now they've got the stadium sorted, the pitch is sorted. The referee's doing a good job here. He's letting play go on. He could have given a free kick either way then, and he just allowed play to continue. Unlucky there from Duda, trying to get Lelyveld away down this right-hand side. Just not quite just didn't quite have the accuracy. So yeah, Wisla just need to be aware. Nice to see the Wisla fans in as well. Good to see Legnica allowing them in. Probably didn't want the fine as well. Krakow comes across, back to Broder. Broder hoofs it first time. Nothing wrong with that. Tahala gives away the free kick. Yeah, it's, I believe Redardo's the top goal scorer in Europe at the moment. So no surprise there. Just don't want anybody sniffing around him now. Especially seeing as his brother is signed for the reserve team. I don't say they're twins, but they certainly look alike. Said brother is on the ball there. He's going to play one down this right-hand channel, looking to get Duarte away. Cut out though. Cabo with a good challenge there. Wisla harrying, winning the ball back. It's with Redardo, edge of the box, down that left-hand side. Pulls an early one across, trying to find Tahala. It's cleared, only as far as Cabo, though. Edge of the box, Kaziemka gets crowded out. Long pass there. That's more like a clearance, though, than a pass. Straight through to Broder in Wisła's goal. I've got to admit, I'm liking the orange. I'm liking the orange keeping kit. Yeah, Drygas is a decent midfielder as well. So it's, I think Wisla have settled early. They've kind of put Legnica a little bit on the back foot with that early chance. But, you know, Legnica will have it in the back of their mind what happened in that playoff semi-final. Just soak up the pressure, and when we get a chance, we've got to take it. That's what they did. You know, with a screamer of a shot, I'm still convinced that, I still think that Broder would have felt he could have done better. They're in here down the left-hand side, Legnica. Put it out. Handball. His arm was on the floor. They're going to go to VAR for this. They are going to go to VAR, that is for sure. He came sliding across Biedrzycki with his arm on the floor. The cross came in, and do you know, yeah, his arm's in the natural position on the floor. You automatically put your arm down. It hit his chest first as well. And there'd be a little bit of poetic justice. Do you know, last year, when I went watching Wisla against Legnica, funnily enough, there was an exact same incident in the second half. Exact same incident in the second half, and Wisla didn't get the penalty. And I was convinced. I had a perfect view of it. And the defender came sliding across, and it hit his body first and then his arm. But they said it was in a natural position, which it was, but it still stopped the ball coming across, and you see them given. So a little bit of evening things up there, maybe. Excuse me, in the car mistakes, that is. I'm not saying the official. Ooh, getting warm already. Got to get the old scarf on, haven't we? We've got to get the scarf on, regardless of how warm it is. Oh, come on, Wisla. Now that's, yeah, pulled away. There's an elbow to the face there for Cabo, or a forearm at least. Drygas comes across here saying, no, you can't put your hand in someone's face like that and get away with it. I'm not saying it's violent or anything like that, but you can't hold a player off by putting your hand in his face. Just showing, though, Legnica, that they have got a little bit about them. Well, more than a little bit. They're a decent team, and like I said in the video earlier on, I've got a feeling they will start moving up the Betclic one after tonight, that is. Lovely play there from Lelyeveld. Kaziemka inside to Ertahala, back to Lelyveld. Cross first time. Krisanovsky at the back post. I bet his eyes were lighting up then, but the defenders put it behind for a corner to Wisła down that left-hand side. I think my prediction for this game was an away win, Wisla Krakow, if that is. Surprise, surprise. But I genuinely do think we'll take all 3 points. I've not seen anything so far to make me not think we wouldn't have a victory tonight. I think there'll be under 3 goals. I don't think it's going to be a goal fest tonight. And over 10 corners. So that was my prediction. 15 minutes gone already. Corner comes in from Ertahala. Flicked on by the Legnica player. One in the air on the edge of the box by Lelyveld. It's bouncing around. That's another corner to Wisła, this time down the right-hand side. Ertahala's going to trek across. Do you know, before this game started, and I mentioned earlier on, what was that man, the Marius Jop, going to do? Was he going to put Cutwa back in the team after he recovered from that ankle injury? He went over on a sprinkler, didn't he? Or was he going to stick with Grudzic? And he's kept with Cutwa, which is good for the players, good for Cutwa. What a lovely play from Duda there. If you've not seen the news, more about Wisła players being called up for the Polish under-20s team at half-time. Cross comes in from Duda. Do you know this? I've got a real issue with this stream. Is that going to be a yellow card for Carbot? No, I thought the referee was going to... they're taking it quickly there, Legnica. They're on the break. Wisła have got numbers back, though. Biedrzycki doing well. Biedrzycki did an interview in the week. And he was saying what a massive influence the Ultras are. And not just the Ultras, the Wisła fans in general. When we're playing at home, is the atmosphere, the new players that have come in. They've really noticed just how good the atmosphere is with the Wisła fans. And when you're getting 32,000 plus fans in there, that's some atmosphere. Long throw's going to come in from this left-hand side. So as long as Wisła... just keep your concentration up. Headed clear by Lelyveld. Shot comes in. Deflected over the crossbar. That'll be another corner down this left-hand side. Broder's eyes were lighting up then. He thought that was coming his way. I think it might have been Biedrzycki who got the deflection on it, sent it over the crossbar. Perfect evening for football. 17.5 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Had a decent chance early on, Wisła. Keeper with a good save. And Ronaldo couldn't get the follow-up. 2 good saves by the keeper, really. Kind of got his body in the way, which is all he needed to do. Ertahala in quickly. Legnica complaining then that he wasn't the specified 10 yards away. Shouldn't have took it then. He should have made the referee come and move him. The thing is with Legnica, if it's not a corner, it doesn't really matter because they've got such a good long throw. So once again, Wisła need to switch on. Pick your man up, win the ball. Ronaldo with the header away, gets good distance on it, wins the second header as it comes back in. Chance here for Wisła if Kaziemka can get good possession, which he does. He's got Duarte down this right-hand side, plays a lovely ball through into this channel, put it across early, pulls it back, trying to, unlucky, trying to find Kaziemka. Legnica in possession though, long ball over the top, Cutwa will clear that up at the back. 19 minutes gone, it's been pretty even so far, to be honest, as you would expect. Decent Legnica crowd on the far side. Yeah, I think they've been doing work to the pitch and also to the changing rooms and other bits in the stadium and what have you, so fair play to them. Must be nice though now at least being able to get your home games played at home instead of having to play away all the time. That's going to be another corner down that left-hand side for Wisla. Would have done us a favour if it hadn't quite have gone out because there was a decent position there. Krzyzanowski causing trouble once again. Yeah, interesting as well. If you look at the substitutes bench for Wisla, we've got Bozic on the bench. Ertahala makes the sign. That's different from the aeroplane sign. What's this one? Something a little bit different here. Let's see what it is. It's a deep one. Is he looking for Lelyeveld at the back? He is. Lelyeveld gets his head to it, but it's cleared by Legnica. Kaziemka does well. Does well. Then that's surely going to be... Nope, Duarte goes down. Thought he was pushed. Assistant right in front of him just says, no, that's just a throw-in, son. He was just stronger than you. They've also got a new coach as well at Legnica. So lots of changes going on. Off the field and on the field. Duarte wins the ball back, gets a shot in, keeper down well. He didn't really get any power behind that, but at least he won the ball and got the shot away. Trying to come down that right-hand side. Got caught a little bit high up the pitch there, did Krzyzanowski, but Carbo, excuse me, Carbo dropped in covering him, so no harm done there. Good to see. Ronaldo working hard as well, which Marius Jop said it hasn't gone unnoticed. The amount of defensive work that Ronaldo puts in, it's not just his goal-scoring abilities, we're kind of defending from the front. Snapping into the tackler then, again there, Carbo. There's the Wisla faithful. Wisla. 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 Oh, I wish I was there. But we'll have to make do with the live stream, which is just as good. Well, you know what I mean. We still get that interaction. Were coming over, puts the ball out for a throw-in. Yeah, I get a feeling that if we can get the first goal tonight, I think we could get 2 or 3. I just don't want... I just don't really want to go behind against Legnica. Just because it's still scarring me mentally, the semi-final. Cross comes in from the left. Oh, you got the wrong side there, Ertahala. You got away with it. Bochnak there got the other side of Ertahala. Needs to be careful as well, pulling him like that. Just kind of did enough, but be careful, son. Be careful. You know what players are like? They don't need an excuse to hit the turf, do they? Especially in the penalty area. So don't mess about. Just put it out of play if you need to. Down the line if you need to. Well, I'm not going to say anything. I don't think I need to say anything. Let's have a look at the stats. There comes a time when you've just got to hoof that ball. If you're under pressure, put it up to the halfway line. Let somebody challenge for it there. Long throw comes in. goes out harmlessly for a goal kick, so no harm done. But you can see there's a big chunk come out of the pitch. I know they've had the pitch sorted, but Broder was just putting a big divot back in then, so maybe it's not quite bedded in this pitch yet. Here we go again, playing it out from the back. Lelyveld. We shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be doing this. You lose the ball there, you're in real trouble. I mean, we're going to bring it away now, and it's fine. But it's a zero-sum game. You could have been where we are now without the risk of playing it out from the back like that. Cool at the back from Legnica there. Letniovsky, good player. Good solid player. That's it, under pressure, so it goes up to the halfway line. Fair enough, it went over Stanslik and Biedrzycki picked it up. But, you know, they've got the defensive line set. They've got 2 banks of 3. In fact, they're going with 3 banks of... 2 banks of 3 and a back line of 4 when Wisła have got the ball. So they kind of... They're kind of making the pitch a little bit narrow and saying to Wisła, you know, if you want to go down the side of us, then give it a go. Dangerous game when you've got Duarte and Kaziemka. And they're going to look to hit Wisła on the break. Just looking at that there then, Stanslik's not really going back. And Antonik, he's hovering. He's hovering for anything on the break. Just seems to be going really quick, this game. 27 minutes gone, still 0-0. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. If you can share the live stream, send it to your friends, anyone who might like it. I'll love you forever. We'll love you forever anyway. We need more love in the world. Lelyveld down this right hand side, inside to Duarte. Trying to overload this right hand side at the minute, Wisła. It works, but the other thing is, if you look on the far side, it leaves a big gap for Krysanovsky. Said player on the ball now. Biedrzycki quarterbacking things at the minute. Playing it around nicely, Wisła. They're trying to pull Legnica out of shape here, and it's not quite working. Carbo there, trying to deflect one into the penalty area, play the odds game, and it didn't quite come off on that occasion. Lovely ball over the top there, trying to find Radado. Duarte edge of the box, he's got Kaziemka. Back to Lelyveld, luckily. Loose pass from Lelyveld. Here goes that man. Here goes that man, number 98, Antonik. Carbo tracks back, puts the ball out for a corner. For a throw-in, sorry. Yeah, it went to Wisła. Must have been a double deflection. The thing with Antonik as well, he can either go around the outside of the fullback or he can cut inside. Either way, he's dangerous. Kaziemka pulls it back to Ertahala. He's going to put a cross in there to the back post, looking for Ridado and Krizanovski. It's going to go out for... Is it going to go out for a corner? Yeah, just. Just. Ertahala comes across. 5 corners in the match so far. Not really caused Legnica any problems from the ones we've put in so far. Be nice to put one straight on top of the keeper and let everybody pile in on him. He's a good... Vrabel's a decent keeper, but always get the feeling that he could flap at one when he's put under pressure. Referee having a word there with Carbo and Stansley, as they always do. Bit of messing about. This one's... Oh, could have been flicked on there by Ridado, but he missed it completely, and it's cleared by Legnica. Krizanovski doing well. Duda doing well. Biting into the tackle, winning that second ball as well. And it's back with Ertahala. That's what I've noticed this season with Wisla. It's something they have definitely worked on. Biting into the tackle and winning the second ball. It's not something we excelled at last season, I've got to be honest. Completely different this season. Lovely ball to Krizanovski in the penalty area. Pulls it back to Ridado. Loose touch from Krizanovski, really, with the one-touch pass. And a loose touch from Ridado. Trying to set it up for the shot on goal, but he got a bit of a heavy touch on it. No damage done, though. Wisla still retained possession. Trying to build a platform again to keep Legnica penned in here. Going to the left. Now it's on the right with Kaziemka. Loses possession, though. Don't foul, don't foul. Trying to hit Wisla on the break again. Legnica on the right-hand side this time. It's that man, Antonik. Tries to put a cross in, but it's blocked by Kutwa. Does well there, Kutwa. It looks like a warm evening in Poland as well. Wisla walking the ball out at the minute, just trying to get some air into the lungs. Ertahala on this near side. To Duda. Nice little 1-2. Back to Lelyeveld. Lelyeveld's telling Krizanovski, get forward, get forward. Duarte comes inside. A long 1-2 with Duda. Now it's with Kaziemka on this right-hand side. Have a go at the fullback. Try and get him on a yellow card. That'd be nice. Loose pass there from Kutwa. Ooh, it just went the right side of the corner flag for Wisla because it's a throw-in right in the corner. Excuse me. Coach for Legnica there was giving some vociferous instruction. Chance again here to break on Wisla. Stanislik overlapping. Shot's going to come in. There we go. Broder's not happy. You've got to stop these shots coming in. Do you know, if you look at how in the league game that took place when Wisla were at home, the goal that Legnica scored was almost identical to this. It was Marius cutting inside, didn't get closed down. Nothing Broder could do about that. This is where old habits, I mean, close him down. You can't give him that amount of time. You cannot give him that amount of time to pick his spot. So, we go behind. How do we respond? Well, we've done it before this season. We have come from behind. We're going to have to do it again. 35 minutes nearly on the clock. Legnica 1, Wisla Krakow 0. You could see the game plan that they were going to try and Biedrzycki trying his luck from range there. Gets a deflection, goes out for a throw-in down this right-hand side. Agiza says, steady now. Hold the line, lads. Hold the line. You could see what the game plan was, that they were going to try and break on Wisla, and that's what they did. Trying to get something going down this right-hand side. Plenty of time left. I just don't want Legnica to become a bogey team. One, two there between Duarte and Krzyzanowski. Didn't quite come off. Get a throw in. About 18 yards out down that left-hand side. Dude is going to take it nowhere near where it went out, but the referee's quite happy for him to do so. Ziemka into the penalty area, overruns it. Defender comes across, puts it out for a throw into Wisla. Wisla faithful in the background there. Going to be a long throw coming in from Lelyveld. Is it? No, he takes it short to Duda. Nice bit of play there. Ertahala puts a cross in deep there, looking for Rodado. Pulls it into the middle. Carbo! Oh, Biedrzycki. Inches away from levelling things up there for Wisla. It was a lovely headed cross from Wisla to Carbo. Carbo just helps it on. And Biedrzycki just couldn't get that final touch. .37.5 minutes gone. Rabble, he's going to go long from this free goal kick. No messing about playing from the back. Carbo wins the header. Ziemka just can't keep it in. Be nice to get back on level terms before half-time, that's for sure. Broder, when that shot came in, not happy with his defence there, not closing Mayoch down, allowing him to pick his spot. I mean, Biedrzycki came flying across, trying to block the shot, but the damage is done then. Lelyveld was sort of caught between a rock and a hard place, either commit to Mayoch who took the shot or kind of track the runner. And Carbo was there. It's... Oh, blimey, playing it out from the back again makes me nervous. Just getting a little bit tight down this right-hand side there, running out of pitch. Got some size in the team of Legnica. Ooh, good job. Krzyzanowski got a touch on that then. Another shot comes in, blocked by Duda. Antonik drives one across from the right-hand side. Broder manages to get a hand on it and kind of pushes it into danger, but it gets cleared by Wisla. Oh, that should be a booking because Duda was looking then at Kuziemka coming down this right-hand side. Our referee keeps his card in his pocket. Fair enough. Fair enough. As long as you're consistent, that's all we ask for. A little bit of consistency, which he has been so far. Done well, the referee. I think the players have helped him as well. They've just kind of wanted to get on with the game. There's been no shenanigans or... There's a Harlot. Cuts inside, needs a bit of support. Gets it from Kuziemka down the right-hand side. Kuziemka gets to the byline, puts one to the back post. Too deep, though. And Radar just a little bit off there. Just not quite working for Wisla at the minute. Just not quite working. It will do. Once again, Vrabel in goal. He's going long. He's not playing out from the back, and why would you? Nearly 41 minutes on the clock. You don't want to mess anything up now before half-time if you're a Legnica. If you're a Legnica player. Seem to be growing a little bit more in confidence now they've got that goal, Legnica. And might be a good thing for Wisla, actually, if they start pushing forward a bit. Before that, they were trying to sit in and hit Wisla on the break, and it worked perfectly. But now they've got that goal. They are trying to get a second, it looks like. Good interception there from Krzyzanowski. Antonik down that right hand side, puts a cross in, punched out by Roder. Not sure why he didn't catch that, but it's the modern way, I believe. Ertahal has got room to run into, trying to get Kuziemka away. That's a free kick. Who was that? Number 14. Didn't agree with that. Drygas. Redardo's saying, well, we're not on the break then. Is it not a card? Oof. Looked like a sore one on the top of his ankle, top of his foot, but he's up. He'll run that off. Referee's just having a quick word there with Drygas. Drygas comes over to Ertahala, gives him a double handshake. And the game goes on. Carbo surveys his options, plays a little pass there to Cutter. Cutter out to Krzyzanowski on that left-hand side. Wisla just probing, trying to look for that opening, trying to find some space. They really compact though, Legnica. Nice ball through there to Carbo. Pulls it across, but can't quite get the angle on it. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Yeah, you can see what they're doing, Legnica. They're just trying to sit in narrow, inviting Wisla to come down either flank, and then moving across as one to fill the space to whichever side the ball has gone. Dangerous thing, really, because, as we saw earlier, Krzyzanowski will come in at the back post. Chance here for Redardo if he can get that under control. Ertahal has hit the floor again. And once again, it's Drygas. Drygas, they both going to the referee, so only one of you can be... Drygas hit the floor. Way after Ertahal. Referee just gets on with it. Quite right. Ertahal, edge of the box, down the right-hand side, plays it out to Lelyveld. Lack of concentration, that's not good enough. This is what Wisla were doing last season. That there is a perfect example of what is not good enough from Wisla. 1-2, simple pass. Oh, just slightly to... Oh, too wide, out of play. Sukianiki has been guilty of doing that. A lack of concentration doing simple things. Suddenly it takes all the pressure off Legnica and they've got a throw in. Not good enough. Get rid of that from your game. Concentrate. Do the simple things well. Biedrzycki's gone down after an elbow to the face. He gets up. Referee says, yeah, nothing more than... Nothing nefarious in it. Yeah, nothing in that. Get up, Biedrzycki. You got the free kick, but I don't like that, whether he's a Wisla player or not. To go down like you've been elbowed when you haven't, don't do it. You can say it's professionalism or whatever. It's just cheating. Get the free kick. Referees added no time on at the end of that first half. So there we go. Well done, Legnica. Nothing more than I expected, to be honest. We're going to have to come out in the second half now. We're going to have to come out in the second half. Just get a little bit of quiet. And put a performance in. And I've always said this, statistically, if a team is winning at half-time, only 1 out of 17 games will they lose. They might draw, but only 1 out of 17 games will they lose. So statistically, Wisla are up against it if they want to keep this 100% record going. Wisla have had 66% possession in that first half, which surprises me a little bit. I thought it'd be more like in the 50s, but no. They have... They haven't. They've had... 66%. Sorry, I'm trying to work at the same time here and I'm getting distracted. Silver price is up at $39.72. Yeah, so let's stick to the football just for now. So, in that first half, didn't really create any clear-cut chances, Wisla. Just the one earlier on that... Rodado couldn't quite finish off after Kaziemka had the shot. Some good news for Wisla. 3 players have been picked for the Polish under-20s squad. That is Kaziemka, Kutwa and Duda. Great news. Great news. Earlier on, there was a game that was played in the Betclic 1. Let's have a look who that was. I think it was another defeat for Chicha. In fact, it was Śląsk Wrocław, or Slask Rocklaw, if you're watching in the UK. It finished Wrocław to Chicha 1. Chicha down to 10 men in that game. Let's have a look when the incidents happened. Half-time 0-0. In the second half, Chicha took the lead on 69 minutes through Sanyang. On just 2 minutes later, though, Skulovski made it 1-1. There was a sending off. Oh, no, there was another goal then for Varchol in the 79th minute. And then the 88th minute, Vetchel, he got his marching orders. That's the way it finished. So looking at the league as things stand now, it's not been a good couple of games for Chicha. Defeat, as we saw last week against Stal Mielec by just a 1-0. and then losing 2-1 today. Śląsk Wrocław, they move into third on 14 points, but they have played 8 games. Wisła, even if it stays like this, which we hope it won't, but they'd still have a 4 points lead at the top of the table, and they would have Wisla Krakow would have a game in hand. So that game that we watched last week when we did the video, it was just ironic that the game was finishing and we saw Wisla draw against Legnica. A couple of late goals in that game, and Legnica earning themselves a point. And just like that, if Legnica do manage to get 3 points today, they move up to 8th place, which is more like where they should be, to be honest. It's nailed on. Mark my words, put your money on it, I will. Legnica will be in at least the playoffs. They will make the playoffs this season. They've got all them away games that they've played already, 6 out of the first 7. So it was nailed on that once they started getting the home games, they'll start picking up points. Fingers crossed today, Wisła take at least a point from this, unless we're going to be one of the 17, and we'll get a victory from the jaws of defeat. We've also got our new signing. Marius Jop did say that Bozic was ready to play. He'd been playing in Turkey, so he is good to go. He's on the bench today. So are we going to see him at some point? Kaziemka's been a little bit quiet in this first half. He's not done anything. I'm not saying he's done anything wrong. Just been a little bit quiet. A few things that he's tried. He's not kind of had the space. He's not really had anything come off apart from that shot early on, where it was a decent save from Vrabel, and like I said, Ronaldo couldn't quite get the rebound in. It was a double save from the keeper. Just looking at that goal again there, 2 slack from Wisła. It was Carbo, which you don't normally see. He was tracking the runner, passed the runner on to Lelieveld, but didn't go towards the scorer. Broder, not happy at all. Actually, off looking at that, that's maybe doing a little bit of a disservice there to Carbo, because he was coming across tracking the runner, and it happened so quickly that as soon as he passed him on to Lelieveld, it was over and done with. But they have had a couple of chances in that first half of Legnica. To be honest, apart from the goal, it's been pretty even, Stephen. I know that Wisła have had the lion's share of the possession, 2/3 of it, but they've not done a lot with it when they've had it. A lot of it's been sort of in and around the halfway line where Legnica have sat back. Starting to see, so this pitch is just starting to divot up a little bit. Just in certain areas. It looks lovely, but you can see it's not quite bedded in yet. Do you know the other good thing though about this, where that's not quite worked out in the first half for Wisła? I'm not saying Marius Jop panics at half-time or does anything radical. No need to do that. There's going to be more than this game in the season where you go behind. It's just the nature of football. But if it's not quite working, he's got so many options now where he can change things and change things up. You're not sort of, I think very often you're putting substitutes on when the substitute isn't really good enough to start, and you're asking them to go and change the game and win it for you or get you back level. When you think about it, that's ultimately what you're saying. You're not good enough to start, but I want you to go on and win the game for us or get us a point. Not the case anymore. You know, he's got options on the substitute bench. We'll go through Wisła's bench, actually, why it's half-time. It's a pretty strong bench from what I saw. So we've got number 17, Bozic. Be interesting to see him. And Joseph Colley. Grudzic, who had a great game last week, I thought, on his debut at home. Little bit unlucky not to be in the team tonight, but obviously Cutter's done nothing wrong coming back from injury, so, you know, deserves his place, you could say. Marius Jop makes that decision. That's what he's paid for. Igbekeem's on the bench. We've got Kavala. We have got Lisicki. We've got Lakievitz, the keeper. We've got Ardit Nikaj. And we've got Suki Niki. How long is it going to be before Marius Jop gives Ardit Nikaj a run? I said in that first half, when you look at Legnica, they're a fair old sized team. You know, they've got some big old boys in there. Ardit Nikaj, he's a big old boy. He can certainly handle himself, that's for sure. And is it a case of do we go 4-4-2? Just change things up a little bit. Go 4-4-2. Maybe do we take off Ertahala? I know he's that link between the forward play and the midfield. But do we go with Ardit Nikaj and Ridado up front? Could they play in a partnership? Be interesting to see if they could play in a partnership. Blimey, who'd want to? Frankie James says, "Hey Jimmy, hey Frankie, hope you had a great time or are having a great time." Yeah, if you could play with the two up front, you know, proper old-fashioned striking partnership of Ardit Nikaj and Ridado, you could literally have Duda and Carbo in the middle. On the, what would you have? Where would you want to play? Let's see what Bozic can do. Frankie says, "Hey, Agiza." I'd be interested to see how that would work. Ardit Nikaj and Ridado. An old-fashioned 4-4-2. Because for one, it stops Legnica doing what they want to do. Frankie James says, "Returning to base soon." All right, Captain. Beam me up, Snotty. Yeah, Legnica are looking to break on Wisła. So they're trying to soak up that pressure. They're going narrow, defending between the 18-yard lines, offering Wisła space down the sides. And anything you put in the middle, we'll deal with. And so far, so good. Agiza says, "Hey Frankie, see what happens when you're not here." Oh, it's Frankie's fault. It's Frankie's fault. I wasn't going to say anything, Agiza, but now you've pointed it out. Agiza, has it gone to rats? We're losing 1-0 at half time, but plenty of time left. You know, and the day was going to come where we were going to lose. Hopefully it's not going to be today. But Frankie says, "Oh no." Yeah, plenty of time. Keep the faith. Keep the faith indeed, Frankie. Yeah. So in this second half, if I was Marius Jop, I would leave things go for 10, 15 minutes, and then I would make the change. I'd put Ardit Nikaj on up front with Redado, play with the two strikers. In the middle of the park, I would have Duda and Carbo with, on the right, Kaziemka, keep him there. On the left, Duarte, keep him there. And we can overload the fullbacks. If we can get Kaziemka there, if we can then get Lelieveld overlapping, we overload the fullbacks, get the ball into the middle. You've got the bulk, the physical presence of Ardit Nikaj, and obviously he can score a goal. He's got the skills and what have you. And I just think that might be a way of pulling Legnica out of shape. You can see they're a well-drilled team defensively. They just kind of drift across as one, whether the ball goes down the left-hand channel or the right-hand channel, and they move as one. And I just think if you can get past the fullback and then start driving towards the penalty area, it's kind of like panic stations a little bit for them. We've seen it in that first half. I'm not saying they panic, but they're not quite as settled, and gaps appear. And I think that's what I'd be looking to do in that second half, maybe. Then you can obviously bring Bozic on as well, down either the left or the right, whichever Marius Jop feels is. There's Antonik, danger man. Whichever Marius Jop feels, whichever side needs freshening up. Frankie says, right, I'm off. Long drive home. Come on, Wisla. Long drive home. You're about 25 minutes away, 20 minutes. We're just going to get underway in this second half now. Let's see what happens. Come on, Wisla. We've got this. We've got this. We're top of the league with a 100% record. Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear at all. Legnica to get us underway with a long ball over the top. Broders out smartly. This is often where Wisla struggle. After half-time or when there's been a break, don't always switch on. On that occasion, Broder was off his line nicely. Loose pass there. No changes at half-time. I've not seen any for either team. No. And if you were wondering what number Bozic is, he's going to take on the number 17. Chose his number. He's obviously chosen his number, and that's what he's gone for. Not sure why. The geezer said, I'm safely across the pond though, Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah. She'll find you, mate. She'll find you. She's like that. Ah, she's a good lass. She's a good lass. Trying to come down that left-hand side. Doing all right, Wisla, at the start of this second half. It just worries me the first 5 minutes. It's almost like racing a bike. You need time just to get a bit of heat in your tyres. That's what Wisla are like. Antonik down that left-hand side. Loses possession there, though. A bit sloppy from him. Long ball down that right-hand channel. Nice to see. Redado chasing it. Working hard. Does well. Little layoff to Ertahala. He's going to spread it over to his left-hand side. He is. That's awful. That's just an awful pass. What is going? He's working hard to win it back. Does well, Ertahala. Then a loose touch and it goes out for a throw-in. It's just... We saw that in the first half. There was a loose pass. And it was a 5-yard pass to Lelieveld. His radar's just a little bit off. Nice ball in behind the full-back there. Awful cross there. I think there was a little... I think where I said the pitch was divoting up a little bit, I think it just bobbled just before the cross came in, which was fortunate for Wisla. Coach there for Legnica. Once again, he's getting animated with his instructions. Good to see. Not like Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford. Sat down, some of the memes that have been going around, him playing board games or barbecuing some sausages. Fans are brutal at times. Chance for a shot to come in here. It's blocked. Krzyzanowski with a... I think it was a pass to Ertahaler as much as a clearance. It wasn't a very good one. Legnica coming down the right-hand side. Antonik tried an early pass into the box there, cut out by Carbo. Yeah, switch on Wisla. Almost 49 minutes gone. Still Legnica 1. Wisla Krakow 0. Marius Jop, I don't say he looks concerned. He just looks a little bit pensive. Bravo with a long clearance. Yeah, I get a feeling Legnica feel like they're a bogey team for Wisla. If we can just put one, we can't go 2 games without getting at least on the score sheet. Not when we've been rattling goals in for fun. But just in that first half, it's all been a little bit clunky. It's just not quite flowed like it has done in the previous games. But this is where the test of character comes in, because you're not going to be firing on all cylinders every single game. It just doesn't work like that. But the best teams, they can always get a result when you're not maybe playing at your best. And I don't think Wisla are tonight for some reason. You know, they could go and bang 3 in this second half. And but up to now, they've just not been firing on all cylinders. I think a lot of that's down to Legnica. I think Legnica have put in a good shift in that first half. Maybe the pace will start hitting them on the 60-minute mark. Because they've certainly put some effort in. Antonik coming back there. Now he's got the ball down this right-hand side. Does well to keep it in. Plays it inside. Almost got the 1-2 away then. And he's got the pace on Duda. I can tell you that. Duda would have struggled there to get back. Duda's struggling now to get back, to be honest. They're in here down the left-hand side in the penalty area. Just pulled across. Deflected. That'll be a corner. Do you know what? Duda, once again, he keeps doing this in the second half for whatever reason. And we've only been playing 6.5 minutes. And if you saw him running back then, he was almost labouring to get back. He looks puffed out. Whether that's just his body language, it does look like he's blowing there to me. It's going to be Letniowski for Legnica to swing it in from that left-hand side. God, that food looks good. They're eating in the background there. Is that a kielbasa they've got there with a bit of mustard on top? A geezer, can you see? Oh, dear me. Ertahaler did enough there. Should have made more of that, actually. That was number 10, the goal scorer, Marius. Didn't get a good connection on that at all. And he was under a little bit of pressure from Ertahaler, but not that much. Duda spreads it out to Kaziemka on that right-hand side. they are definitely at times doubling up on. We've given the ball away now. We're once again they're trying to break with us. Antonik, keep your eye on him on this near side. Chance for a shot to come in. It's over the crossbar and in the middle. Stanslik is going mad. He's going berserk. I don't know why, because the ball was never coming to him because Cutter's positioning made sure of that. Once again, though, Wisla giving the ball away, giving an opportunity to Legnica, but as we just saw, it was number 11, Kutko, who fluffed his lines. Trying to get Kaziemka away over the top. Too much on it, though. It's going to run out of play. Certainly does look warm. Right, Carbo. Yeah, that'll be a free kick to Wisla. Antonik just tripping over Carbo, really. Yeah, Wisla trying to get the ball back in play quickly. You can see what the plan is. It's out with Kaziemka on that right-hand side. Back to Lelyveld. Ertahala, ball down that line to Duda, who made a forward run. Out to Kaziemka, who'd strayed offside. Any pressure there gets relieved by an over-anxious Kaziemka. And really, he was quite clearly offside. The ball should never have gone back to him. A little bit naive there from Wisla. Rabble, the keeper. He's going long. He's not playing it out from the back. Puts one down this left-hand channel. Biedrzycki does well there. Nice little pass from Carbo to Duda. Just get this starting to bite in the tackle, Legnica, and that's going to be a foul surely on Duda. Just starting to throw the weight about Legnica here, and there is a size difference. You can physically see it. So, going to have to meet fire with fire. Duarte got one left down his calf then. He's all right, though. Balls with Kutwa. Sends it left to Krizanovski. Back to Kutwa. Just as we thought. There's plenty of room on that far side for Kaziemka, but as soon as the ball goes to him, they just move across as one unit and close that space down. Duarte's got room on this left-hand side. Cross comes into the box. Not good enough, though. Easily volleyed clear. He tried shepherding the ball out to get the throw in, but couldn't do it. Out-muscled on the ball. And it's back with Biedrzycki. Ridardo's come deep, trying to get something going. Plays a little ball to Ertahala. Back to Carbo. Back to Ridardo, who carried on his run. He turns, tries to get a shot in. No space there, though, for that shot. And as soon as he shoots, it just gets blocked. It goes out for a throw-in. His brother does look like him, as you would expect, but I don't know what the date of birth is, whether they're twins or not. The similarity is that close. Defending well so far, Legnica. I think as much as Wisla are just not quite firing, I think a lot of it's down to a well-drilled defensive unit that Legnica have. They kind of do play a 3 at the back and it soon becomes a 5. Give the ball away there, though, to Ridardo. As soon as he gets it, he's crowded out. He's trying to keep hold of it, but can't do so. Now they're trying to break down the left-hand side, Legnica, but give up on that idea. They're just going to keep possession. Ball over the top there, looking for Bochnak. Plays it inside. Oh no, awful marking from Wisla to that man Antonik. What has he done? Antonik, I'm not surprised you're smiling. How he's missed this. He's somebody, there was a real miscommunication there with Wisla. Totally switched off at the back. How can Antonik have so much room in the penalty area? Luckily for us, he's fluffed his lines. You know, if you had it, I think it was a bit of a swinger there, wasn't it, with his left foot? But kind of got stuck under his feet. To be honest, of all the players you wouldn't want to be in that position, it's him. But yeah, real misunderstanding at the back there for Wisla. Somebody either switched off or there was a big misunderstanding, because to give a player of Antonik's quality that much room in the penalty area, you're asking for trouble, and then you're relying on either a great save from Broder or him doing what he did, which was making a Horlicks of it. Coming up to 60 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a substitution. Shot comes in from Biedrzycki just over the crossbar. I was thinking, don't shoot. In hindsight, yeah, don't shoot. But to be honest, it wasn't that far off. Certainly had the keeper interested. If that had been slightly lower, the keeper's not saving that. That would have been some strike. And he's had his goal scoring boots. On. Yeah, they've took that. The ball was clearly outside of the 6-yard box. The assistant on the far side, looking straight at it, just puts his flag up straight away. Just wastes a little bit of time though, doesn't it, for Legnica? Quick look at the stats. Long ball down that right-hand channel. Krakow does well there. Biedrzycki on the stretch. Trying to build a platform, Legnica. Which, this might not be the worst thing for Wisla. If we can get them to make a mistake and hit them on the break, it looks like it's going to be our best chance of scoring tonight, because when they sit in Legnica, they just look well drilled, and there's not much doing for Wisla as things stand. Krakow over to Lelyveld on that right hand side. He's got room to run into there. They're just waiting though for that ball to go out to Koziemka, and as soon as it goes out to him, now you watch, they'll double up on him. He cuts inside, there's somebody else there. Now there's somebody else. Now he slips, and that's been the story of the first half and the first 16 minutes of this second half. Now they're going to try and break on Wisla. Antonik through the middle. He's onside as well. And that's going to be the easiest goal. That'll be the easiest goal that Stanslik will score. Absolutely easiest goal. You can just see what the plan is. As soon as Koziemka gets the ball, just double up on him. Give him no space. He slips. They get the ball. Yeah, no chance of offside. For one, he was behind him when he played the ball. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can see Koziemka trying to get back there to rectify his error, but didn't panic. And the mighty Wisla Krakow, they go 2-0 down to Legnica. Lovely play. That's all you can say about it. Lovely play. Once they got the ball there, Wisla open. There was just one moment in that attack where if Krakow could have just held dropping back, he would have been offside. But he kind of didn't. The changes are coming now. So Koziemka's coming off. Bozic is coming on. Igbekim for Carbo. So we're going to see Marko Bozic, our new signing. Here we go. What can Bozic do? Put a good shift in Carbo. Kaziemka, it's just not quite been his evening, but so far this season, he's had a good... He looks disappointed, the youngster, with himself. Shouldn't do. Shouldn't do. It's just not quite worked out, and they've also been doubling up on him. He's had no space whatsoever. Shows what you're made of now, lads. Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time. We just need to start making things happen. A geezer, he says, Frankie, get home. She's a good luck omen, that's what she is, and why she's not here. It's all going a little bit wrong for Wisla tonight. Come on, Wisla. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Home fans are looking happy, and why wouldn't you? Right, we're back underway. Cut to her, spreads it left to Krzyzewski. Krzyzewski there, that's got to be a booking, surely. He'd done him. No, referee says play on. So, Bozic is playing over on this left-hand side. Duarte has gone over to the right-hand side. Lelyveld with the overlap. Does get a cross in, but is it going to be a corner? No, it's given a goal kick. Shoot. Given a goal kick. Oh, Frankie James. Oh, Frankie James. Get home quick. Yeah, geezer, I've got them ready. I'm being a bit presumptuous tonight, I think. Little bit presumptuous. Here's Igbekeem. Putting his weight about in that midfield. Home fans are doing their best to get behind the team, hold on to this 2-0 lead. I mean, that's not been happening the first 7 games this season. Bit of a misunderstanding with Bozic, but Krzyzewski just put that ball out of play. Ertahala, we saw doing it in the first half and the second half. It's just clunky. You know, and is it a hangover from that semi-final playoff? It shouldn't be. Cuts were there. Aye. Biedrzycki's not happy with that. Biedrzycki's not happy. Rightly so. We'll see more. We'll see more about what happened here. Oh, that's not a nice one. That's not a nice one. Staying down injured to not get a card and come out as the injured party doesn't work when you've got VAR. What's the referee stopping Ronaldo for shaking his hand and lifting him up for? Get off the pitch then. You're right at the side of the pitch. If you're going to have treatment, get off the pitch. That's all you've got to do. You know the laws. Unless it's a head injury, you get your treatment off the pitch. Letniowski, you know, that's another couple of minutes gone there. He has a look of Dimitar Berbatov. Yeah, nothing wrong with him. Is VAR having a look at this? What's going on here now? Why is VAR having a look at this? Or if not, why don't we just crack on with the game? Legnica came steaming into the tackle. You can only, yeah, it's VAR that's having a look at this. Aye, what? What the hell? Native, can you put the video back down there, please? Can, mate. Well, apologies, Native, I forgot about that. I had the stats up as well. Well, he's gone to clear the... He went to clear the ball and he's come sliding in. Fair enough, Cutwa. But look where Cutwa's foot is about an inch off the floor. You're welcome, mate. I mean, oh, come on. I mean, look at that. It's only because he's come across. It's only because he's come across. I mean, who are they checking on here? Are they checking on... Are they checking on Legnica or are they checking on Cutwa? Right, what's he going to do here now, the referee? As the saying goes, shit or get off the pot. Oh, no. He's giving him a yellow card. Hang on a minute, right? I'll take that. I'll take the yellow card. But to be honest, if you come steaming across like that, you're asking for trouble. So how's he either give him nothing or you give him a red? Is it not coming across like that to tackle? Is it not reckless? You're asking to get injured. Fair play to the referee, I suppose, if VAR have sent him over. But you look how far Cutwa's foot's off the floor. His foot's that far off the floor. It's Legnica who comes steaming in. Right. Oh, come on. Here we go. Legnica again. Here we go. Here we go. This time, get no, not Biedrzycki. He won't stop at a yellow. Get somebody else. In fairness, Duda did kind of leave one in there, didn't he? Oh. Steely-eyed Kacper Duda just been called up to the Polish under-20 team, along with Cutwa and Kaziemka. Bravo to both of them. This is suiting Legnica though, this. You know, a bitty game now stops Wisla getting into the flow of things. Native, what are your thoughts from here? Do Wisla get back in this game? I hope we do. Hand on heart, I just think it's been clunky from the start. It's just not clicked for whatever reason tonight. Whether it is a hangover from that semi-final, I just... Native says will be a draw, I think. I'd hope for a draw. Here we go. Grudgic is on and Cutwa's gone off now. Do you know, it's funny. But Kaziemka tonight's not had the best of games. Cutwa's done all right, but it's all the three players that have been chosen to play for the under-20s. Maybe it's affected them a little bit. Who knows? Free kick comes in. Headed clear by Biedrzycki. By Duda, sorry. Not like there's much difference in height. Come on, Jimmy. Sort your commentary out. Get these glasses sorted. I said it in the first half, I feel if we can get one, I think we can get two. Maybe we can get three, you know. It's just getting that goal. If it stays like this, it's going to be 2 games against Legnica in succession where we've not got on the score sheet, regardless of how many times we hit the crossbar, hit the post. Good saves from the keeper. It's like that's just a loose touch from Ridado, a bit of a heavy touch. Still plenty of time, 16.5 minutes plus a bit of stoppage time. There's got to be at least, I'd say, at least 4 minutes of stoppage time. Can't keep doing this as well. You're supposed to have the ball ready to go. I'd say it's professional. I'd say it's cheating. Unless Wisla are doing it, then it's professional. Ball down that left-hand channel. Leliavel gets his head to it. Do you know, Carl Tennant, can this game be turned around? Carl Tennant, yes, it can, mate, but for whatever reason, there's a bit of a mental block against Legnica at the minute for Wisla. And it does go to... They were tight games last season. And obviously, they beat us in the semi-final. When we absolutely battered them. Hitting the post, crossbar multiple times. Good saves from the keeper. You know, it's just one of them games. Bozic doing well there, using his strength. That's our new Carl Tennant. That's our new signing down the left-hand wing. Good to have you in live chat, by the way, son. Igbekim spreading it to Grudgic, who's come on for Cutwer. Out to Bozic on this left-hand side. Cuts inside. What can he do? Show us what you can do. Puts a cross in there, looking for Ridado. Now there's an edge push from Ridado. Come on. You've got to have some contact in the box. Didn't see him doing a lot wrong there, to be honest. Look, I've not got these party poppers out for no reason. The game was going to come where it's not your night. I'm just hoping it's not tonight, especially against Legnica. Duda there does well. Bozic back to Krizanovski. Biedrzycki. What can Duarte do on that right side? He's been quiet on the left-hand side. Not seen a lot of the ball, really. Krizanovski. Bozic on his outside. Go on, have a run at the fullback. Get him on a yellow. Puts a cross in low. Not good enough, though, that. Does well to win it back there. Go on, get in the penalty area. He can't touch you. That'll be a corner to Wisla if it goes. No, it's going to be a throw-in down this left-hand side. Right. As Carl says, can this game be turned around? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. We just need to concentrate on in this final third. Too many loose touches. Long throw comes in from Krizanovski to the near post. Biedrzycki trying to head it on. Moved clear. Jess Tennant says, you had a haircut, Jimmy. Looks smart. Thank you very much, Jess. I'm going to get it finished off next week. See, there again. There again. Duarte with the chance. Slipping at that vital moment. It's not bedded in this pitch yet. I know it's been relayed. But it's, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Change being made here. Who's coming off for Legnica? Dry gas. And Serafin coming on. Dry gas going off. I bet Ertahala's glad about that. They've had a couple of little kicking sessions in that first half. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. All over the top there, nothing ball. Can we make something from it? No, they don't panic at the back to the Legnica. Ertahala comes across, but wins nothing more than a throw-in. Carl Tennant says, nice to see the ref not go straight to the red card during the VAR. Do you know, I totally agree with you. And I think the yellow card was only kind of a token. You can't come steaming into a tackle like that, recklessly into a tackle, then complain when you get hurt. And they almost got to the ball at the same time. It happened so quickly. But yeah, totally agree with you, Carl. Don't let the shot come in. Blocked by Igbekin, but once again, not blocking the shot before he gets it away. Can't do that. It's going to be a corner down that left-hand side again for Legnica. Come this way. Yazda! Let's go. He's starting to get on my tits a bit, this Letniovsky, I've got to say. It's going to be an in-swinger. He does look like Dimitar Berbatov. Puts it right on the keeper. Broda kind of gets a punch on it, but less than convincing there. Ultras in the background. They'll be getting frustrated. Here we go. Here we go. Ardit Nikaj is coming on. Duarte's coming off. Cavala's coming on as well. So Marius Jop is going for it. We're playing with 3 strikers. How'd you like them onions? Right. So Duda's coming off. Duarte's coming off. Cavala's coming on. And Ardit Nikaj. Ardit Nikaj is a big old unit. Let's see how the centre halves like that. Let's see how the big units like that for Legnica. Hello, hello. It's not going well. It's that bad. I've even got Carl and Jess in the chat trying to cheer this we're on. A geezer says to you, get home quickly. It's all gone pear-shaped when you've not been here.
I'm back, a geezer. I'm back. Come on, Wisla. Come on.
Long ball over the top there. Lelyveld does well there. Kept his eye on it. We've got some bulk on the pitch now ourselves as well. We've got Ardit Nikaj on. We've got Bozic down this left-hand side. Go on, run at the fullback. Run at the fullback. Gets that cross into that... Oh! Into that corridor of uncertainty. And it just kept bending away. Just kept bending away at the back post. It was Cavalli trying to get in at the back post there. Just a little bit too much whip on it. So we've now got the 3 strikers on. Cavalli, Nikaj and Radado. Need to sort this out. We don't want to be going down to these. They are going to become our bogey team. That is for sure. 82 minutes gone. Still trailing by 2-0. Antonik for Legnica down that left-hand side. Fortunately for Wisla, the pitch breaking up works in our favour then, but not when you give the ball away like that. Blimey, Ertahala once again it was. Came steaming across. Obviously he didn't make contact there because the referee would have had his yellow card out quicker than a gunslinger in the Wild West. And it's that man again. Letniowski. He is getting on my nerves, I've got to say. I have said. Playing it about at the back. Just not winning these tackles now. Jess Tennant says, I don't know Polish football. Who would you compare these teams to in the Premier League? I would compare Wisla Krakow to the Arsenal Invincibles of 2000 and... Obviously, I'm joking. That's it. That's going to be another 30 seconds wasted. Lilievel just leaving nothing. He left nothing on him. He stopped there before any meaningful contact was made. You're a disgrace, son. Get up. Disgrace. I don't know. I think you'd have to be... Well, if you're comparing, it wouldn't be the Premier League. It would be chipped into the box. Broder comes out, catches it cleanly. It would be the English Championship. So you'd probably be looking at... This were... Who would we compare them to? That's a good question, that. That's it. Frankie's just said Argyle. Argyle's not even in the Championship now and they're struggling. Ball comes in there and it just will not fall for Wisła. Igbekim recycling it now. He's got Grudgic on his left-hand side. He's supposed to be playing centre-half. Well, here's one for you, Jess Tennant. Wisła, 13-time Polish Ekstraklasa champions, which is the equivalent of the Premier League. So you'd have to say we'd compare them to someone like a team that plays in red. Obviously, it wouldn't be Manchester United. They're not quite that good. So it'd be someone like Liverpool. And then you'd have to say with Legnica, a little bit of a bogey team for Wisła at the minute. So who would that be? Who'd be a bogey team for Liverpool? Something like Manchester United, I would say.
Argyle, but we beat them.
Argyle.
We beat Liverpool.
Yeah, you did in the cup.
Yes, we did.
Right, 5 minutes left to go. Antonik, he's in here. Oh, and he's fluffed his fucking lines again. Oh, my word. He's the danger man. Podgorski is going to come on. Who's coming off? They're bringing off 6. They're bringing Antonik off. We'll have a bit of that. He's had 2 good chances tonight. Camille Antonik. I think it's since I bigged him up before the game, he's fluffed 2 good chances. Jess Tennant says, hope that wasn't too painful to say, Jimmy. No, not at all. Not at all. Agiza says, Argyle? Argyle? Did the wedding have an open bar, Frankie?
I was a designated driver.
Yeah, she was the designated driver. Yeah, she was the designated driver. Jess Tennant says, Agiza, it must have been.
No, not a drop has passed my lips.
Right, coming into the final few minutes of this game now. Wisła have got a free kick in their own half. Pile the men forward. Bozic down this left-hand side. He's got Krizanovski. He's quick, but he's not quite that quick. Grudgic comes over. If you look at our Grudgic on the ball there with the blonde highlights, number 29, very similar to Martinez at Manchester United. Just a little bit bigger, but he can ping a ball 50 metres. Put it on a dime. He just didn't start tonight, though. Just starting to find a little bit of space now as well, Legnica. Biedrzycki does well there. Gets a good touch. That'll be a corner down the right-hand side for Legnica. get back on level terms by the 90th minute, and then see if we can put Legnica under pressure for what time's added on. Got to be at least 4 minutes. We've had a couple of injuries to that him. I'm not even going to say his name now. That Niovsky. And we had the VAR debacle. It's going to be an outswinger. Be nice if we could break here. I need my grandson, Adman, in the chat. 8-year-old YouTuber. Yeah, lucky charm. Biedrzycki gets it headed clear. Ertahala, what can he do now? Needs support. Awful pass that. Trying to get... If that was meant for Nikaj, which it was, Ertahala, that was awful. This is why... This performance tonight from Ertahala is why Churchill let him go and didn't offer him a new contract. We got him on a free. Sounds harsh, that, but he's not been good tonight. First 7 games, he has been good. You know, fair play to him. First 6 games, actually. But tonight, he's just not been firing on all cylinders. It's just not happened for him. 3 changes coming here for Legnica. Kill a bit more time. I'm surprised they've done that. I thought they would have done 1 a minute. Off he goes. Letniovsky. I'm surprised he's not going to go down with cramp just before he gets... No, he's made it off the field. Agiza says, I would take dropping the 6 points to them, get promotion, and not have to play them for years. Do you know you say that? I've got a feeling, Agiza, and I said it before in the post-match, in the pre-match build-up, sorry. I've got a feeling that they're going up this season. Maybe through the playoffs, but I've got a feeling by the end of 25-26 season, you're going to see Legnica in that extract classer. Jess Tennant says, how did you become a fan of Wisla? Visits. Yeah, for sure. And the ball's at the wrong end of the pitch. The nice play there from Krzyzanowski, though. You're going to get pulled back here. Yeah, he certainly did. Up to Redardo. He's getting his shirt pulled off there. Referee goes play on. Now he's going to have to pull it back, surely. Yeah, comes back there for the free kick. Now there's a yellow card coming in here. And it's Ardit Nikaj is saying he's slipped on the turf. There's a divot the size of his head. And the referee's giving him a yellow card. 7 minutes of added on time. You can see he's clearly slipped on the pitch and the referee's giving him a yellow card for that. Come on. Absolutely. He's been pretty good, this referee, tonight. I'd give him at least... I was going to give him 8 out of 10. A decision like that... He's definitely got to drop 2 points. You're getting 6 out of 10 now. That's a ridiculous yellow card to give. Ertahala floats one into the box. Headed into the centre spot. Should have given him an elbow in the ribs there, Redardo. Didn't do it though, he's too professional. Just hanging back there. Hoping the keeper's going to put the ball on the floor. Now he's going long. Yeah. Support Wisla through visits to Krakow for over... God knows how many years now. Go and watch them once. Go and watch them once. You'll be hooked for life. Hooked for life, I tell you. Jess Tennant says, I have a divot in my garden. Kids have dug holes in it through the holidays. Roll on next week. Yeah, fill it in. Fill it in. Get them to dig another hole to fill it in. That's going to be a throw in. Nothing wrong with that, Krzyzanowski. Can't complain. You're not going to get a free kick for it. You can still see the divot on the pitch there where Nikaj's ankles give way and he slid. There was minimal contact with the Legnica player after all that. Referee's yellow card was out. Right, get it into the box. There's no time to mess about. Put it into the box. Grudjik's in there, just over his head. Edge of the box there. Tahala can't get the shot away. What they're going to do now, go into the corner or try and get that third you know. Oh. Has he given the free kick for diving, or is he giving it to... I mean, look at the size of Mansfeld there. He's a unit, isn't he? Yeah, he's giving it to Krzyzanowski there, is going to get the yellow card for obstruction. But in fairness, you can't disappear. Ah, yeah. I mean, it is a yellow card. But the way that he went down then, he's absolutely probably the biggest player on the pitch. Look at the size of him. And a little hand on his shoulder there causes him to fall to the floor. Cheating. Five men in the wall. Yeah, high wide, not very handsome. Time's running out now. I think it's just going to be one of them nights. I just want to get that monkey off our back and put one in the net past them. This is going to be 2 games now if it stays like this. Two games without getting on the score sheet against Legnica. And I know Marius Jop said before the game, it's not a thing, it's not a stat. It has no bearing on tonight's game, but at some point it's going to start getting in your head that they are just a bogey team. Broder goes long down that right-hand channel. Kavala lets it go. Nikaj is on the ball. Right, use your size, hold it up. Well done. Back to Kavala. Put it in the middle. Who's in there? We wanted Nikaj in the middle, really. Go on, rattle one. Oh. I was going to say rattle one till I saw it was Haaland. The way his evening's gone. It's just not been his night. Not going to have a go at him though, that's for sure. Because since he's come to Wisla on a free, he's been pretty amazing, to be honest. And this is the kind of performance that when he first came, and I said it in the live streams, I wasn't overly thrilled. But he has been that link between the midfield and the forwards, and he's done really well. It's just not worked tonight. But this is where last week as well, Chicha dropping points and Wisla Krakow dropping points when Wisla weren't even playing. It kind of gives us a bit of a freebie, which has been this game. Bozic sends one over to Lelyveld. We've got Nikaj in the middle. Igbekim on the ball. Lovely 1-2 to Lelyveld. Pulls one back to Nikaj. He keeps it going. Ertahala puts the shot in. It's blocked. It's going to be a corner down that left-hand side. And I'm pretty sure this is it. But this is Polish football. You know what can happen. Like Murray Walker said with the F1. Anything can happen, and it often does. Cal Tennant says, sounds like a bad day in the office. I am sure the next game will be better. It will, mate. It will. This game was going to come. You know, we're not the Invincibles. We weren't going to go through the season without having one of these games. Igbekim drills one in. I mean, he might have been offside anyway, but if not, the keeper saved there from Lelyveld. This was the kind of game. This was the kind of game that we had against Legnica in the playoff semi-final. Only, yeah, he was offside. Only Legnica had one shot on target. It was a rasping shot. Keeper maybe could have done better, but it was a rasping shot. But there we go. That's the end. Legnica 2, Wisla Krakow 0. When I look back on the pre-match build-up, aye, that's good if you got epilepsy. They spent a lot of money on the stadium doing it up, and fair play to them. Yeah, I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach. I just had a feeling that it was going to be a little bit of a struggle tonight. I still expected us to get victory because when you've won your first 6 games, you expect to win your 7th. Why would you not? But Yeah, it wasn't to be tonight. Like I said in commentary, it was clunky from the start. Little bit scruffy in patches, a bit of a lack of concentration. I don't know what's going on in the build-up. Maybe something's not quite right. Maybe it's just one of them nights. And let's admit it, Legnica are not a team that should be in 15th spot. They're just not. They'll probably, from what I've seen so far this season, you're going to have Wisła, you're going to have possibly the extra if they can keep it going. You're going to have Legnica, Grodzisk look dangerous, and I think Churchill might drop off a little bit, but Legnica are definitely going to be going for either automatic promotion or promotion through the playoffs. So to go to the stadium where everything's new now, they're all up at the club. You know, they've got the new facilities. They're back playing in front of their own fans. Everything's looking good for Legnica. And Wisła coming tonight. Maybe the newness of everything for Legnica. Maybe new players settling in at Wisła. It just wasn't meant to be. And still, 58% possession still for Wisła. So, you know, it's not like we didn't have possession. We just didn't have possession in dangerous places. And Legnica knew just how to deal with Wisła. Just letting Wisła just go in narrow between the 18-yard box. Letting Wisła go down the sides and then moving across as one unit. Well disciplined and well drilled. We couldn't break them down tonight. It's just one of them nights. Agiza says, let people live in sin for now. Let people live in sin for now on Frankie. Jimmy, it was a freebie and a coachable match for the future. Yeah, you're not allowed. No more weddings. They live in sin. That's it. And with the geezer on that one. Yeah, it was good to see the Legnica fans are celebrating. The Wisła fans are quite happy. You know, you can't start turning on your team just from one victory, and I wouldn't expect them to either. We go again. Our next game, which should be against Wisla Krakow, second in the league, still getting the support of the fans. It's all right, you can't celebrate, but we win together, we lose together, we draw together. The next game against Wisla Krakow, which should take place, I think it was on the 6th of September. Both clubs have now applied to the league to have that game postponed. It's 99% certain it's going to get postponed because of the international break. Both clubs have got players who won't be available due to international duty, so the league are probably going to allow that one to be rearranged, which will suit Wisla, to be honest, because they're probably going to play it, depending when they play it. If it's going to be post-winter break, that game is going to be played at the Henrik Remont Stadium, so Wisła's home ground. If you saw the video the other night, because Wisla Krakow's ground is not up to standard, they are having to play the home games at away grounds. They wanted to play it at Wisła's ground. Wisła wouldn't have it. So they were playing at I can't remember the name of the club now, Sonic something or other. But then Wisła, I think it was the 25th of June or July, Wisła, after talking to the local municipality, like the council, agreed that Wisla Krakow could play at Wisła's ground. So if it's going to be played post-winter break, then both of the games will be played at the Henrik Remont Stadium. So a home game for Wisła. The only difference is, like we mentioned last night, who gets the takings from the crowd, who gets the takings from the food, the beverage, all that sort of things, you know, the corporate side. That's not been put out in the public yet, so it could be maybe split 50-50 with the club and the municipality. Maybe Wisła get everything, maybe the municipality get everything because they were owed quite a bit of money, so it'll all work out. Hopefully we'll get to find out, but at the minute they've not put that out to the public. So all we can say now is there's some good games on tomorrow in the Polish Betclic one. Join us tomorrow afternoon for Football Special. All the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in.
It's the dog.
Jack Russell's come in and he's making himself comfy in his bed. That's what you can hear.
Yeah, it's not me.
No, it's not Frankie. So, yeah, join us for that one. We'll be on air from 3 p.m. UK time. If you're watching in Poland tonight, dobry wieczór, nie mowy po polski, angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Wisla Krakow, tact, jazda. Yeah, not tonight. Not tonight, but we go again. So our next game, if it's not going to be against, Wisla Krakow, who will it be against? Let's just have a quick look. In theory, it's going to be, will it be 3 weeks? It will be, Wisla Krakow, it's supposed to be taking place on the 6th of September. Not going to happen. So next up, it's going to be Wisła at home to Odra Opole. And that's on the 13th of September, a 6:30 kickoff. So join us live for that one. What do you think? Right, come and say hello. Show everybody. Here's our feline four-legged Wisła fan.
Oh, here he is.
We've got to get him a little scarf. He's anxious now. He's been watching this game. He's not happy.
No, we lost.
What
are we going to do? You can
thank you, son.
Dad. He is.
Right, once. At least the dog loves me. I love that meme. I won't say it because there's a swear word in it. With the bloke who says, "Oh, at least the cat likes me," and the meme has got a bubble of the cat saying, "No, I think you're as well." But yeah. We go again, Odra Opole. That should, in theory, be. There's no comfortable games, but we should take 3 points from that. They're not having the best start to the season, are they? They're just 1 point at the minute outside of the drop zone. Sorry, 1 place and 3 points outside of the drop zone. So you would expect Wisła to be getting back onto winning ways with that, as you can see. It sucks when we lose, but well done to Legnica. You know, that's all you can say, isn't it? They were the better side, I think, on the evening. Wisła had the possession, but didn't do anything with it, and they were just such a well-drilled unit, as they always have been. They've changed the way that they play in Legnica. You know, they've changed formation. They've found something that works, and you can just see them going from strength to strength. Wisła still remain top of the league, so after getting off to a great start, all right, our 100% record is gone, but it was always going to go at some point. So, all right, we've had the kick in the guts tonight, but we go again. Quick shout out. We've got a stream supporter for tonight. We have got Ollie Stone, music producer and mixing engineer, 8 years experience. He's still giving us that 20% off, although I did have a word with him earlier and he said it will not last much longer because he's a couple of people have used it already, small pieces of work, but still it's he's going working away and he's getting extremely busy. So if you want to make use of it quickly. Don't hang around. If it's something that you want in the future, speak to him about it. You maybe still get the 20% discount, even if it's something you wanted later, you know, early 26 or something. That's between you and Ollie to sort out. I don't know exactly what his schedule is, but I know he's off to Asia in September, October. So make use of that 20% discount. Contact him at olliestoneproduction@gmail.com and do whatever deal you want to do with him. But make sure you say you've got the 20% discount currently because we still do have it. So make use of it. Right, on that note... Timmy. Blah, blah, blah. On that note, Agiza says, good night, Frankie and Jimmy. Good night, Agiza. Have a great weekend, my friend. if you get a chance, join us for the football from UK and Europe tomorrow. All the goals as they go in. Think of the old Jeff Stelling, just, you've got me. Not as good or good looking or as funny, but we do try. That's all we can do. I'm going to say good evening now, and what we're going to do?
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. Go and
Commiserate.
yeah. Go and sulk for a little bit. And then thanks to everyone who joined me in live chat, by the way. Carl and Jess Tennant, Agiza, as always, Frankie, and it was also Native. Thanks for doing that. Reminding me to put the screen on down the bottom right as you're looking at it, along with the stats. If you want to look at the stats just before we go, they might come through. There we are. The stats are on the bottom there, so if you did have a wager, hopefully, if you can't win the match, at least your bet might be up. But on that note, I will say good evening. Thanks ever so much for watching. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. We'll be back tomorrow with Football Special at 3 p.m. UK time. We'll catch you then. Cheers all.